thanks and praise every morning. Yeah, why you get no money? Jaja no money. I'm encouraging my backbone.
To Radio Guy Online News. My name is Adelaide Ofeobobisa. In the headlines, the management of Ghana Water Company Limited has announced the interruption of water supply to eastern parts of the Greater Accra region. A Ghanaian pastor has been arrested for shooting his wife dead in the American city of Orlando, Florida. Transport Minister Kweku Ofori-Nsiama says the NPP government has begun stakeholder consultations to decide on whether to review the law banning this commercial use of motorcycles or implement it. 17 commercial sex workers have been arrested by the police for immoral activities at cantonments. The news now in detail. The management of Ghana Water Company Limited has announced the interruption of water supply to eastern parts of the Greater Accra region. This will take effect from Monday, September 14, 2020 to Saturday, the 20th of September 2020. Affected areas will include Afienya, Apollonia, Bechele, Ashiaman, Kakasunaka, Ejeikojo, East Legon, Tresako, all communities in Tema Community 1 to 25, Free Zones Enclave, Tema Industrial Area, Dorinya, Pram, Spintex Road, Bachona, Coca-Cola, Casapreco, Manette, Lashibi, Klagon, Sakumono and surrounding communities. A statement from the management says GWCL engineers will be replacing close to 2 kilometers of a weak section of the main 42-inch diameter transmission pipeline from Kwong to Tema, a reason for the shutdown. Meanwhile, the company has put in place measures to serve the affected areas, so impact will not be adverse. To our second story, a Ghanaian pastor has been arrested for shooting his wife dead in the American city of Orlando, Florida. Sylvester Ofori murdered his wife, Barbara Tomei, 27, outside an Orlando credit union where she works around 9 a.m. The heinous crime was captured on CCTV camera, which led to the identifying and subsequent arrest of Sylvester Ofori at his private residence. Ofori is a pastor of the Floodgates of Heaven on Coburn Avenue in Orlando. The self-styled prophet is reported to have fled the scene immediately after shooting his wife multiple times. He was, however, arrested and charged with first-degree murder with a firearm, according to Orlando police. According to court revelations, Tomei and Ofori were going through a divorce at the time of shooting. Court records also show that in 2016, Ofori was arrested for resisting an officer who responded to an argument between the two. To our third story, Transport Minister Kweku Ofori-Nsiama says the NPP government has begun stakeholder consultations to decide on whether to review the law banning the commercial use of motorcycles or implement it. He said laws are meant to be changed when needed, depending on the times, adding that if amending the law will be a better option, government will not hesitate to do so. This comes after John Dramani Mahama in August promised that his government will legalize the commercial operation of motorbikes, popularly known as Okada, if voted into power in 2020. According to him, the Okada business has become a means of sustenance for young people who are unemployed. His comments generated mixed reactions from Ghanaians, with one section throwing their support behind it, while another called for the implementation of the law banning the Okada operation. Despite the foregoing debates, Kwekwe Siama said government's decision to have a stakeholder consultation has nothing to do with the NDC. He stated that the government had started a conversation on reviewing the law in 2019. Mr. Siama stated that the stakeholders' views after the consultations will influence the decision government takes. And to our fourth story, 17 commercial sex workers have been arrested by the police for soliciting for immoral activities at cantonments in Accra in separate operations. The suspects were apprehended with quantities of condoms at areas such as Togo Embassy and Osu Oxford Street. Speaking to the media, the public relations officer of the Accra Regional Police Command, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Efia Tenge, revealed that the suspects are in police custody and assisting in investigations. He said on September 7, the Cantonment Police Command embarked on an operation to clamp down on activities of commercial sex workers indulging in alleged immoral activities within the cantonment enclave. DSP Tenge said the activities of the suspects were importuning for immoral purpose contrary to Section 275 of Criminal Offence Act 1960, Act 29. He said 7 of the suspects who were arrested earlier on September 4, 2020, have since been arraigned, adding that the others were being processed for court. And to international news, global COVID-19 deaths surpassed 900,000 on Wednesday, according to the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The global death toll rose to 900,079, while there were more than 27.6 million cases worldwide as of 5:28 p.m. The CSSE data showed the United States remains the nation's worst hit by the pandemic, with 6,356,310 cases and 190,649 deaths, making up more than 20% of the global death toll. The Brazil recorded the world's second largest death toll of 127,464, followed by India with 73,890 fatalities. India recently replaced Brazil as the country with the world's second highest caseload, which exceeded 4.3 million, according to CSSE. Countries with over 30,000 fatalities include Mexico, Britain, Italy, France, and Peru. And to sports, Ghanaian defender Mohamed Salisu is ready to make his English Premier League debut for Southampton when the 2020-2021 season starts on Saturday, September 12, 2020. The 21-year-old took part in training this week, and he's all set for this weekend's game against Crystal Palace. The highly rated defender joined the Saints in the summer transfer window from Spanish La Liga outfit Real Valladolid. The strong Guardsman enjoyed a stellar campaign in Spain last season, making 31 La Liga appearances and scoring once. Valladolid maintained their top-flight status. His arrival is expected to contribute immensely to the defense of Southampton FC. And to entertainment, Ghanaian musician Emmanuel Kofi Botche, popularly known as Paukese, has said that he is now more responsible in life. To that end, he said his songs are going to be motivational. Explaining the rationale behind his new song "Victory," he said the song was born out of all struggles he had been through in life lately. The Dondo hit maker, revealed in an interview with Ms. G that he suffered from depression for 4 months in the United States and didn't want to do music again, but God spoke to him and he returned to Ghana to continue his music career. His latest song, "Victory," has 43,192 views on YouTube. This draws the curtain down to Radio Guy Online Evening News. But a recap of the top stories. The management of Ghana Water Company Limited has announced the interruption of water supply to eastern parts of the Greater Accra region. A Ghanaian pastor has been arrested for shooting his wife dead in the American city of Orlando, Florida. Transport Minister Kweku Ofori-Esiama says the NPP government has begun stakeholder consultations to decide on whether to review the law banning the commercial use of motorcycles or implement it. 17 commercial sex workers have been arrested by the police for immoral activities at cantonment. My name is Adelaide Ofe Obobisa. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of our programs.